What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are ya? In today's video, girl, we are going to be reviewing, revealing, tutorialing the iconic Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette. Now, once I got word that this was the component of the palette, I didn't even care what was inside, what the pigments were. I was like, Jeffree, take my money, please. So I was very excited to get a Bloodlust palette, so much so that I accidentally ordered 4 of them. No exaggeration, I literally ordered way more than I needed. I obviously only needed one. I was thinking of using one and having one as a collector's item, but then I thought, you know what? Might as well have a giveaway to all my loyal 235 subscribers out there. So, in this video, the title is not clickbait, I will be giving out 3 free Jeffree Star Bloodlust palettes. So stay tuned till the end of the video to find out how you can win a free Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette. So as always on my channel, if you're familiar with the way that I do my reviews and my reveals and my tutorials, etc., I always show you guys the packaging. So this is the packaging. Hold on, I gotta hold on for a thumbnail. Let's do a little double moment. Okay, that's enough. So this is what you get, and I am living for this moment. I love how it's reflective. I love the royal purple colors. This to me screams like wealth, luxury, royalty. He really killed it with, you know, giving it that royal look. I love the lettering. The font is so iconic. The reflective gold. Everything about this palette just screams I'm rich. So then and it's a very unique shape as well. So this is just the packaging. So then you go ahead and you open it up. By the way, this one has never been opened before. This will go to one of you lucky subscribers out there that stays tuned till the end to find out how you can win your Bloodlust palette. You open it up and it says Bloodlust down here once again. It has a very protective bumper around it. I remember Jeffree going on his story saying that he didn't want any issues with shipping, so he added a protective bumper around the palette. So it's the actual palette itself. And then there's a bumper around it that you can take out, and then you take out the palette. Now, since this one is going out to one of you lucky subscribers out there, I don't want to open it. I want you to be the first one to open the actual palette. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my own. So that's the packaging. So now we're moving on to the component. So this is my personal one. The component is literally unmatched. Literally. Kylie Jenner could never. ColourPop could never. Morphe could never. Girl, get into this component. What really pushes this component over the top is A, I've never seen anything like it, and I'm pretty sure the makeup industry hasn't either. B, it's like a super cute hexagon shape, which I've never seen in a palette. I love the suede. The purple suede just screams luxury, wealth, prosperity. Oh, I love this palette. I love the reflective crown on top. It's very royal, very Jeffree Star. And this little knob is something that you see for a jewelry box, which I think is so iconic that he added this little gold knob on here. So you just open it up. And when you get yours brand new, it comes with 2 protective layers of plastic. One goes over the pigments and one goes over your mirror. I really do love that this palette comes with a mirror. Oh, this palette comes with a mirror, but it is really heavy. So as I'm doing my eyeshadow in the tutorial, which you will see later on, I do put this down and pick up my handy dandy little wand because this is really heavy to be like holding, like if you're doing your makeup on a plane, in a car, on a private jet, if you're that bitch like Cole Kerrigan. Yeah, it's really heavy, so I wouldn't recommend like carrying it around. while you're doing your makeup. But yes, this component, unmatched, sweetie. Kylie Jenner, who? So these are the not 16 but 17 iconic. Count how many times I said iconic in this video, please. 17 shades in the Bloodlust palette. They're all different forms of purple, different purples with different undertones, and a couple of other colors that complement purple. So I'm sure you've already guessed by now the theme of this palette is purple. I'm going to do some swatches for y'all, and then we'll jump ahead to the performance portion of this video, which will be a mini eyeshadow tutorial, and then I will reveal how you can win your free Jeffree Star Cosmetics Bloodlust palette. Okay, so with a clean finger and a clean arm, nope, not that arm. It's too much going on that arm. Sorry, Mom. I'll use this arm because it's nice and bare. No tattoos. I'm gonna go in with a clean finger on Your Majesty, which is this beautiful blue cool tone white. This white has a really cute bluish undertone to it, so it's perfect for buffing out the lighter purple shades on this. I do have it underneath my brow bone, and I don't know if you can tell on camera, but once you lay it down on your lids, oh yeah, you definitely can see that. It has a blue undertone. So next I'm going to go into Take the Crown, which I am also wearing. It is the shimmer shade on my eyelids. I'm going to swatch this one for you. Now this formula is very creamy, very soft, very creamy, and extremely pigmented. Girl, get into that pigment. Yes, Jeffree. Freaking iconic. Wow. So beautiful. That is the first row. Now for the second row, here is Deviant, which is a beautiful light lilac color. One thing that I will disclaim is that the colors do appear to be a lot lighter than they actually are once you apply them. So this looks like a really light, cute little lavender, but actually comes out a little darker than that. So just be wary of that when you're doing your iconic little look. It did take me 3 or 4 times to figure out a good blend with these colors, a good combination, which colors blend well with others. So let's get into Deviant and swatch that right up. Super adorable. Now I'm just gonna go through and like swatch the other ones just to speed things up a bit. Okay guys, these are the first 2 rows. Let me zoom in a little bit. So I already showed you these 2. This one is Deviant. It's a very beautiful lilac color. The next one is Beauty Sleep. Now Beauty Sleep is a really cool monochromatic shimmer shade. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but when you apply it on your lids, it does have like a dual tone effect to it. So meaning it has like 2 different shimmer colors in one. It's like a pinkish purple. The next one is Wet Dream, and that one is a really pretty pink shimmer shade. I know my swatches are freaking horrible, but we're not here to review my swatches. We're here to review the palette. So once again, don't judge me. And then the last but not least on the second row is Royal Pain. And of all of the videos I've watched Jeffree Star's videos I saw Lipstick Nick do his makeup and Momo Mitchell did his makeup, and they said that Royal Pain is a really good color to buff out the purples. So the next row is a bit darker. So now let's get into the next row. Okay, so this is a way better method of doing my swatches. I ended up doing them on the back of my palm. Obviously, why did I say that out loud? So this shade is Dungeon, which I love. It really is a perfect shade to give you that really smoked out purple. It is the deepest shade of purple in the palette, and it is perfect for a purple smoke eye. I am actually wearing it right now. Next is Scandal Water, which is a more baby blue tone purple. It's like a purple with a little baby blue undertone moment, or it looks a little lighter than lilac on my palm, but it does come off as like a purplish blue, you know? Next we have Sworn Enemy, and it's this really pretty forest green shimmer shade. I have yet to use that on my eyes, but I'll get to it one day. Next we have Pink Magic, which I was shook when I swatched this. I was like, dang, that's such a beautiful pink color. I definitely need to do a look with that one. Now this one, I'm going to insert the clip of me swatching it. This shade is called Bleeding Heart. I had no freaking idea it was this poppin' and this pigmented. Next we have Executioner, which is this freaking mind-blowing, iconically black, pink moment. I don't even know how to describe it. It's a black shade with pink shimmer in it. It's like a dual tone shimmer shade, and it's freaking weird because when I swatched it, I was like, maybe the pink's not going to show, but girl, it shows. And a lot of these the formula of these pigments is so soft and creamy. It's just a freaking iconic, okay? So now let's move on to the third row. Okay, so now we have the last two rows. This next one is Hiking. This one is also a really good shade to buff out the darker purples. It's a good transition shade for this palette. Next we have Vivid Mood. I feel like that's a really cool monochromatic moment. If you wanted to just use one eyeshadow on your lid, you could pop that on, pop on some lashes, and it would be a look, bitch. Next we have Monarchy. It's a kind of like a tan beige-ish transition shade. I've yet to dive into that one, but it is really cute. I think I actually might use that. That could also be used as a monochromatic moment if you're trying to do like a no makeup look. Next we have Blood Queen, which I'm also wearing on my eyelids. It's it's like the second to the darkest purple without being like black, if that makes sense. It's a nice, really poppin' purple, as you can see. Next we have Serpent. That's a really cool shade because I feel like this shade, it really complements all the other purple shades. So this would be like a really cool like waterline moment. How many times am I going to say moment and iconic in this video? Sorry guys, YouTube has really changed me. And last but not least, we have Betrayal, which Jeffree Star probably felt when him and Nate broke up. R.I.P. to Jade. Yeah, it's a really nice purple shimmer shade. I feel like that one you can just pop on your lid and throw a little purple shade around it. I feel like you can put on Blood Queen on your whole lid and then dab on Betrayal on the center eyelids, and it would be a moment. So next I want to just show you guys the stamps on the pan. They're so pretty and cute. Serpent has like a little snake. This one has a little bell, I think. We have a little wand over here, the Jeffree Star Cosmetics logo. I have been using the palette, so some of them you can't really see so much. Bleeding Heart has a sword through a heart that looks like it has like little diamonds. The detailing is just so phenomenal. Yeah, so freaking iconic. Scandal Water is like a chalice, a really nice chalice. The rest are all the iconic and original Jeffree Star logo. So that is pretty much it for the packaging and the component. Next, let's move on to the performance portion of this video. I will be doing one eye at a time, as always, and yeah, stay tuned. Find out how you can win your free Bloodless Pet. Okay, so I did things a little bit different. This time around, I went ahead and did one eye off camera ahead of time. So now I'm going to show you guys how I created this look. First things first, I'm going to grab a very small concealer brush and I'm going to prime my eyelid, and I'm using Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Porcelain. And for this look, I have been doing my research, and for this palette and just eyeshadow in general, I've been seeing a lot of artists not set their lids because the pigment of the eyeshadow has something to hold on to and it really sticks a lot better. So I'm just going to leave it wet. So the first thing I want to do is I want to highlight the brow bone, and I'm going to do that using the shade Your Majesty. Okay, next I'm going to go in with the shade Scandal Water. It looks like a blue teal moment, but it is a bluish purple, almost lilac color, and it is super gorgeous. And so far with this palette and these shades of purple, the hardest part was probably just laying down the first layer of pigment after applying the concealer. But other than that, everything's been going on pretty smoothly. And I'm going to take this as far up as I can. So I will say one thing, the pigments don't really come out how I imagined they would, meaning they look kind of different on the pan than they do when you actually apply them. And for some reason, this pigment, this shade up here, is kind of like darker in some spots than it is in the other spots, and I don't know if it's because I left the concealer wet or I'm not blending correctly or what, and yeah, it's just not completely even, which is kind of annoying, but we're gonna roll with it. Anyways, moving on. Next I'm going in with the shade Vivid Mood. Now Vivid Mood looks like a light lilac-y, well, I guess Deviant looks like the perfect lilac color, so Vivid Mood is a little darker than that, but don't be fooled. I don't think they really blend well together. That's why I chose to use Scandal Water instead of Deviant as my transition shade. Vivid Mood is a little on the darker side. It looks a lot lighter in the pan, but it is kind of dark. So I'm going to use this to go in the crease and start adding some dimension to the eye. I love this color combination together because it gives me like sunset vibes, evening vibes, you know, when the sun goes down and it's like so pink and blue, just beautiful. They blend pretty well. It's no longer like so chalky, and I'm gonna take this high up. That is so freaking pretty, oh my god. Okay, now with a super light hand, I'm gonna go back in with the brush that I used to lay down Scandal Water, and I'm just gonna go with the light hand without dipping into the palette, and I'm gonna try to get rid of that harsh line, and then go back in with the brush I used for Vivid Mood. And my next step is probably my favorite step and one of my favorite things about this palette. The shimmer shades on this palette are freaking iconic. They're so thick and consistent that you don't even need to cut the crease. I literally just grab some on my finger, and I mean, look at that. Come on. And I lay it down on the lid, and they're so, like, this formula is so good. Like, I mean, what? It's just so thick and consistent that it lays down so well and so pigmented, and it really like shines through the darker colors even without a cut crease. So I initially lay it down with my finger, then I go in with my flat M124 brush and I create the shape that I want. So the shape that I always go for, of course, is like the cut crease moment, and it's so freaking easily done and so effortlessly done. So if you suck at cut creases, your cut crease days are over with this palette. It is really amazing. The formula for these shimmer shades is literally unmatched, and this is a beautiful shimmer shade. This is Take the Crown. And my next step is I'm going to dip into the shade Blood Queen, and this is the darkest purple, I would say. Well, not the darkest purple. This is more of a violet-ish purple, reddish purple. And I'm going to blend out in the outer corner that shimmer shade that we just laid down. I'm going to take it up and into the crease just a tad. I'm not going to go crazy with it. Another thing to note is the pigment packs on best when you use stippling motions at first, and then you go ahead and swivel This purple isn't so dark, and it kind of has a reddish tone to it, a reddish pinkish tone to it, and it's not creating that dramatic smoke, that look that I really want like we have on this side. So I'm going to show you how I achieved that. First I laid that down, and then I dipped into Dungeon. This purple is what really brought out that smoky eye effect, and I do this right where I laid down, like right on the line between the shimmer shade and the actual shade. And you can just like go ahead and go over like the whole Blood Queen if you want to. Just blend it in there. Take it a little higher up if you want. Oh, it's so pretty. And that really creates like that smoky eye look. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe X Jeffree Star JS12 brush. It's a little crease brush. And I'm just going to blend. I'm gonna dip into Scandal Water and then Vivid Mood. So I'm gonna dip into Vivid Mood, and I'm gonna blend this out, or I'm gonna bring this a little higher up. Then I'm gonna dip into Vivid Mood and try to rid ourselves of this harsh line. Cute. Now I'm gonna go back into Dungeon and just make this a little darker. I like it to look really smoked out. You can see I'm just like effortlessly tapping this on where I want it. And then I'm going to go back with the Morphe M124 brush and kind of like blend a little bit deeper into the outer crease, just so it doesn't take away from our shine. Blend out one more time, and bam. And now I'm going to apply some lashes. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish the whole face. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I have to say I am blown away by this palette today. That all rhymed. Unintentional. So, I give this palette a 10 out of freaking 10. I mean, would you expect anything less on this channel? I think not. So, now it's time to let y'all know how to get it. So, now for the giveaway. All you gotta do is like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, like, comment, and tag 2 friends on my latest post for your chance to win a free Bloodlust palette. I will be giving away 2 to 3 of them depending on my mood. The more people you tag and the more times you comment, the higher your chances of winning. There are 3 palettes to be won. That is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was really fun sitting down and playing with my makeup, playing with the palette. This is a look that I hadn't done yet, and I think it came out pretty good. I think it came out pretty freaking iconic. So if you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, don't forget to hit that like button, turn your post notifications on so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to enter my giveaway for your free Bloodlust palette. Thank you so much for watching. How to enter the giveaway will also be linked down below in case you forget any of the steps. You can refer back to that. Woo, that was a mouthful, and I will see you guys in the next video. Adios. OMG, you guys, I can't believe I almost forgot to end this video without telling you this super important thing. When you use these pigments, because they are so vibrant, so pigmented, so thick and consistent, they do stain, okay? They stain, and they will stain for up to 24 hours, because this isn't the first time this happens to me. I did a really iconic eye look and took it off, and my lids were pink for the rest of the next day. I had to wear makeup to go out to the store, which I never do. But yeah, they will stain your eyelids, so if you have sensitive eyes, please take note of that. It's nothing crazy, it doesn't burn or anything, but your eyelids will be stained for a little while. And I have to head to the airport in a couple hours, so I might just leave this makeup on just so the security doesn't think I have pink eye or something. So yeah, just wanted to throw that in there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Adios.